Hello, Aries, and welcome to your February 1st through February 15th Tarotscope reading. I am going to shuffle the Soul of the Journey deck, Oracle deck here. And I always pre-shuffle before all my readings, so we don't have to do a lot on camera because I don't like to waste too much time doing that. And of course, the noise is rather annoying. So anyway, as I do that, I would like to talk to you guys about a few key dates throughout the entire month of February. We're just going to hit some that are important, okay? First of all, Aries is ruled by the first house of self, meaning, and also by Mars. And that means that it tells you about yourself, okay? And your outward appearances, traits, characteristics, outlook, and sense of expression. So in February, you guys are going to feel a lot more energized since we had Mars go direct January 12th. So that really helps because you guys were really feeling kind of sluggish, I feel like. Now, on February 5th, we will have the full moon in Leo, and that's going to help awaken a sense of nobility in helping you kind of like be more aware of how to assert boundaries, okay? You may feel drained around certain people, so protect your energy and your time by getting away and being around those who kind of nourish yourself and your soul. And then also, I feel like relationships will get back on track for you guys more since Mars is stationed direct also, so that's going to help. And then the 11th, backtracking a little bit, is a great day kind of for healing as Mercury will enter Aquarius. So that's going to help you guys too. And then we have the sun moving through Aquarius until the 18th, and that is helping you to be able to call on friends for support, okay? It's a good time to promote work, and you'll feel unstoppable and strategic. Your career, though, I feel like you guys are going to try to take a back seat when it comes to career and kind of focus on other things. All right, so let's hop right in and see what core card we get for your reading. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay, yeah. Aries is a prideful, and not, I wouldn't say in a bad way, sign. You guys are very leader type and very strong. So I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but don't have too much pride because we know that that can not be a good thing either, right? So let's get right into some tarot here and excuse me, I have hiccups, and see what kind of reading we have going on here for you guys. See what's in the stars the universe has to say. Okay. And I've pre-shuffled these too, so we don't have too much to worry about at the moment when it comes to shuffling. I hate wasting time and having that loud sound on camera. Okay, the Empress. Wow, Karma. And the Death card. Holy cow. Okay, you guys got 3 major arcana cards in the reading. That's crazy. That's quite a bit. Wow, I haven't seen that in a pretty long time. Okay, so when it comes to the Empress, where to begin? Okay, so with this card, if you look, you can tell she's pregnant, okay, on this picture. So this card definitely indicates fertility. She's a great mother goddess, and she represents all the signs of the zodiac. Excuse me. As you can see, she has 12 stars around her head. Okay, like a halo. She's holding a scepter, donating her power of the natural world. The green gown and is like another power of life, growth, and nature. That's kind of what it symbolizes. Okay, the 9 pearls around her neck represent the 9 classic planets, and pearls are a symbol for organic creativity. And then if you see that her throne is kind of embellished with patterns of 5 petal roses and wheat. The 5 petal flowers create a natural pentagram, and the flowers and sheaves of wheat kind of link her back to an ancient mother goddess demeanor. Okay, so anyway, a heart-shaped shield is kind of like shaped like the symbol of Venus, and it rests to the side of her throne. And this card is like an astrological association of the planet Venus, which is all about love, which is kind of funny because so is the month of February, right? And copper is the metal associated with that planet as well. So her shield kind of reminds us to protect and cherish the love in our lives. And then you can see she's really in nature. So, it's talking about, and then you can see too, if you can see the great clouds in the back, it's kind of like symbolizing, or holds the promise of rain and life coming to the land, right? The wildflowers and everything's growing around her, and it's talking about abundance of the harvest and how things come into represent prosperity and resources. And then if you see the little rabbit down here by my thumb, that kind of represents energy and powers of fertility and creation in nature. All right, so this card is definitely about motherhood, fertility, and the power of nature. When you get it in a reading, it's like a message from the mother goddess to respect the force and power of nature and the body's ability to reproduce. It can, well, we don't have other cards that it would be associated with to really, really talk about pregnancy, but it can indicate an opportunity to bring new creative ideas into the world. So it's birthing new ideas as well. Okay, bringing those ideas into existence as like manifestations. Female power, love, sexuality, motherhood, fertility, birth, creativity, hearth and home, protecting love in your life, and the full moon too, which we have coming the 5th, and the power of nature. So this is a pretty good card when it comes to talking about pride, which is kind of funny because that's your core card. The weird thing is that we're talking about not wanting to have too much of that. And then your second card is karma, and this talks about basically the cycle of change, okay? And having respect and knowing that everything happens for a reason, honoring those changes in your life to grow with them. Spiritual forces being at work, okay? Also, it's time maybe to make an important decision, and your destiny can be shaped by the choices you make today. So keep in mind that karma, you know, to follow will be of your own kind of making. So being aware of both your actions and your spiritual level. Karma always has its ways. So working consciously to create a positive environment or positive transformation. All right. And then the death card. And that does not mean physical death, so don't freak out. It just means something new has to, in order for something new to grow, something old has to be given away, right? It needs to go. This card does often show up in readings for pregnant women, which makes sense. And then you get the Empress card, which talks about, because with pregnant women, you're giving up your life is going to change, right? Forever. you're transforming into something new and exciting. So getting that Empress card along with this card really signifies pregnancy. So Aries, if you are not looking to be a mother right now, you may want to take precautionaries. Men, you may want to take precautionaries as well. So it does symbolize other important endings and beginnings though. So like birth, marriage, a new job, leaving for college, moving. Basically, one way of life is gone, allowing room for a new beginning and opportunity to emerge. All right, the cycles of nature and life, which really goes significant with the Empress. So that is very crazy. You guys got a lot of new changes coming in, and hopefully for you, they're positive changes and not bad ones because you have some good karma coming in. Let's pray you guys got the good karma, right? All right, so next I want to pull some Moon Oracle cards to kind of go along with the tarot and see what we have a little deeper here. Wow, a lot of you having these new energies coming in. And for many of you, it could be a baby. So starting a family, right? Something new. Or maybe you're getting married, or you are clearing clutter to get rid of the old to bring in the new because you are going to refurnish your house, or you're painting or redecorating, or maybe you're starting a business or a new job. So many different things this could signify, and it's a general read for the collective of Aries, so it could mean different things for many of you. All right, let's see what we've got here. Cut the deck. Okay. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. All right, on top of the Empress. Yeah, really talking about new things coming in and a new romantic cycle. So maybe for some of you, you're getting into a new relationship. And maybe this relationship is leading you down the path of, you really could see yourself with this person and start a family with them. So maybe it's going to be a new engagement or a new just relationship in general. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So you get new moon in Libra and full moon in Libra. You've got a lot of things talking about the sign of scales. So maybe keeping balance. And when it says a win-win outcome is forecast on top of karma, we're really talking about positive energy coming in. Okay, so I think you have a lot of good karma coming back. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo, on top of the death card. Yeah, don't feel like, this is the ending of anything. It's just the beginning. It's just clearing that old stagnant energy so that you can bring new energy into your space. All right, wow, you guys have a really good reading so far. Let's bring in the Native Spirit deck and see what your ancestors have to say. What more do they want you to know? Wow, Aries, you guys got some really beautiful energy coming in. Finding balance, just really good stuff. Starting new things. That's crazy how you have a lot of stuff talking about motherhood and families and pregnancies. You can always feel free to comment in the comments section and let me know if this was very significant for any of you. I always love the feedback, so feel free. Oh, we got a jumper. We're going to take it. And I'm going to pull two of these anyway. So the first one is Elder, and we will get to that in a moment. Let's cut the deck. And Prayer Feather. Okay, first let's talk about the Elder card. When you get this card, it's kind of funny that you guys would get it because we're talking about being a leader, right? And elders in native tribes are always leaders. They're the ones that you go to for advice, right? Grandma, grandpa, the older generation. And so when you look at this card, it talks about confidence and entering your power, standing strong. You are a leader, stepping into the light. let your truth be heard and felt by others, right? Making a stand in your life and carrying deep inner wisdom. So maybe you are a teacher or some type of leader in the deepest sense of the words. You are a beacon for others. So this is really just one more thing, talking about pride and being in that leadership role. So just remember to love yourself as well, and really nurture yourself and not just, work, work, work and no play. All right. So, wow, very significant for you guys. And then you get the next one, which is prayer feather. Okay. And when you get that card, well, maybe I should bring it closer for you guys to see better. But when you get this one, okay, it talks about love flowing to you and through you. So no matter what an individual is saying or doing, right, love him or her anyway. That's what it wants you to be reminded of. The ancestors want you to remember love is any and everything. Gather your inner forces and silently and secretly love deeply and fully with every ounce of your being, even if someone isn't fulfilling your expectations, because it is easy to love people when they're acting wonderful, right? And perfect and happy and they're giving you what you want, or but the true challenge here is to love them when they aren't, right? And that can be difficult in a relationship to really love somebody when they're not being their best. But this is your time to love and be loved and know that the love you send out will come back to you, right? And that's goes beautiful with your karma card. So yeah, really just knowing that you've got to you know, you've got to pay attention to what you send out because it does come back. The law of attraction. And it's important to love yourself as well. So make sure you're doing that. All right, Aries. And then I want to pull some Vision of the Soul cards. All right. And this deck is 3 decks in one. We have or I always want to say karma cards, and I don't know why. Chakra cards and meditation cards, as well as portal cards. And they all have different types of meanings. So let's see, what is it that your spirit guides want you to know or work on? I have one upside down in there, and I keep seeing it. It's driving me nuts. I should have fixed it. All right. Cut the deck. All right. Higher consciousness. Yeah, that's really quite significant. When we're talking about higher consciousness, number 30 on there, and so if 30 is significant to you, you can always look that number up as well. But 3 in angel numbers talks about the ascended masters, okay? And so if you want to know more about angel numbers, you can either look that up or you can go to my website, happyconnecting.net, and look at the blogs tab. I'm sorry, not the blog. Yeah, the blogs tab. The blogs tab. That's where I have it. All about angel numbers and repeating numbers. All right, so maybe a lot of you are seeing 333. This card is a portal card, and it talks about the portal of higher consciousness and kind of how to obtain it. So you want to use kind of like you want to use this card to remind yourself to unite your soul with the cosmic, soul, the source, sacred knowledge. This portal will also open you to the memories of multiple past lives, maybe. So many of you could have had past lives, being an old soul. There's a declaration of intent you can say when this card is pulled, and it says, "My soul unites with the supreme cosmic soul of source. I am a multi-dimensional being." So really what, excuse me, I apologize. I don't know where that came from. You're kind of being asked to eliminate all non-beneficial energies in your energetic field. Your soul's kind of yearning to reconnect to the soul of the universe, to like return home, right? So maybe many of you are old souls and you're really just kind of missing the other side. You're missing heaven, your angels, your past loved ones, your your home, right? Sorry, I had to grab a drink or I was never gonna make it through without coughing 1,000 times. Um, from ignorance to wisdom is the path on which your soul will grow as it accesses higher consciousness. So, true knowledge of your soul will bring about a state of enlightenment, right? And through this process, a great state of peace can be obtained. So, this card comes when it wants you to have balance and focus and, help you find your soulful purpose manifesting through your life, bringing together in harmony all the lifetimes of experience that you've had. So, kind of like reclaiming you in your fullest, most divine power, if that makes sense to you. I am so sorry. I don't know what's up with my throat. I'm starting to think you guys also need to work on your throat chakra. Okay, let's see what's in the next card because, okay, crown chakra. Yeah, that's like higher consciousness. I wasn't going to pull two, but I really wanted to know if maybe throat chakra would show up and maybe you guys need to voice your opinions a little more. Because sometimes that happens to me. I physically feel things when I'm doing readings. And so 7, having the crown chakra in there is very, very significant considering we're talking about higher consciousness. So yeah, work on your crown chakra to obtain that higher consciousness. That really goes well together as well. Then I want to pull some self-care oracle cards. Let's see what spirit guides want you to do to help you obtain this this connectionness, or this connectionness. That's not even a word. This higher consciousness, help you connect to your higher consciousness is what I was trying to say. All right, let's see what we've got. We've got 2 jumpers already, and this is the deck. So let's see. Read a book. Okay, so maybe you need to, maybe this isn't just naturally like relaxing, okay? It could be maybe you need to get more knowledgeable about something. Maybe you really want to learn some new things. So step into some books the old-fashioned way. Maybe spend some time at the library. Give yourself some knowledge and read a book and not just do everything online. And drink tea. So yeah, just sit back and enjoy the simple things. And if you don't like tea, grab a cup of coffee. Maybe just grab yourself a good drink, go to the library, and relax. Okay, allow yourself relaxation time. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So yeah, and if you look too, it's snowing in the background, and right now we're in winter, so that is kind of significant there, hey? If you can see those little snowflakes in the window there. So yeah, really just allowing yourself time to relax and enjoy the simple things. And maybe if you are becoming a parent, or and you're pregnant right now, sometimes drinking tea is soothing. If it's non-caffeinated, if you're worried about caffeine, I think there are teas out there that you can find that are non-caffeinated. We're going to pull one last card for Archangel Michael and see what he has to say about this journey. But yeah, I really feel like many of you are coming into either a new romantic cycle, or you're fixing your relationship, your previous relationship. You guys are letting go of the old, gaining room for new emotions, new fun, new feelings. Or you could be a new parent. I still can't get rid of the tickle in my throat. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, definitely finding balance between family life and time for yourself. Okay, that's what this really feels like. New beginnings and a fresh start. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Wow, that is very significant, Aries. Yeah, maybe you are just going to have this new baby coming in, this new and if you aren't looking, or you're unable to have children, and your family is already there and grown or made, for many of you this just could be talks of new things coming in. I really feel like you have a very new path laid out before you, and you are definitely going to you're going to like it. I really feel like that too. And then when you get this, for pregnant women, I just want to say, or men who are, trying to take care of their wives while they're pregnant, kudos to you, because it isn't easy to deal with pregnant women. They have very many emotional outbursts, and cry one minute and cracking up the next, and laughing. I remember pregnant with my first son, I dropped a glass while I was drying my dishes, and it broke, and I just cried. And my first husband said, "What the heck are you crying for? It was just a glass, no big deal." And I said, "I don't know." I mean, I had no idea why I was crying. It's just women are emotional pregnant. But just know that you're good enough, okay? Allow yourself time to relax, because once that baby comes, woo, you're going to be busy. So if you are just a first time mom, allow yourself time to relax. If you are having your fourth child, still allow yourself time to relax, even though you're juggling a family of maybe three kids, and you're on to your next, right? I mean, find balance, try to find balance, okay? But just know that you're good enough, and give yourself some time to relax, and don't just work, work, work. Find time in there to play, okay? And that's what this reading's all about. Finding balance, connecting to your higher self, connecting to the divine, and really just knowing that you have good karma coming back in. And so those are your messages for February, the beginning of February. I hope that it's a beautiful time for you guys. And I thank you all for being here. As always, happy connecting.